That's on the wrong screen. That's fine. Oh shit, I gotta check. Oh no. I knew there was something I forgot to do. Look at this. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Definitely gonna have inappropriate language. Definitely discussing romantic relationships. Let me submit this rating. Next. 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 Private. Excellent. And then that can get closed now. Hey, what's up, Troper? Hello, Tift. Stormblast, Lordgiver, Baron. What is happening, everybody? Hello, Antifreeze. Is this the guy who works for EDH-Rec? Yes, I am Joseph Schultz. That is my full legal name. I work for EDH-Rec. And I have long lived a double life in which I pretend to be Maldhound, hit internet personality. You've caught me. Stormblast, we're gonna see how this does 2 days in a row, but historically oh yeah, background music off. Thank you, DMC. Thank you for being, as always, my reliable vizier. The PETA dude, thank you for the tier 1 Twitch sub, my friend, for the 2nd month in a row. Welcome back to the dog home. Why would I change the title? Grumpy Dragoon, thank you for the Prime sub for the 8th month in a row. Bezos Bucks replacing our gamer subs. Appreciate you very much, my friend. By the way, boss, decided to try this game after watching you immediately. Lost my first Highwayman to 2 consecutive crits. That is how it be sometimes. Britbread, thank you for the 17th month in a row. Happy Friday and happy 17th month in the dog home, my friend. I appreciate you very much. Troper, please never feel bad. Capitalism is a hellscape. I appreciate any and all financial, non-financial support that can be given to me. If you are ever able to give me financial support and then retract it, do not feel bad. You owe me no apology. If it is because finances are hard, know that I wish the very best for you. It is okay. Care for yourself first before you care for your favorite internet personality. That attitude is going to disappear as soon as we settle into the CEO mindset for today. But never feel bad. Greenskis15, thank you for gifting a community sub. Welcome to Dog Heaven. Britbread, current policy on custom cards is same as it's been the last couple streams. We have a cooldown of 20 minutes in between the redeem. We have one we're doing for Relic Man that we couldn't do in a previous stream. So Relic Man has one that is outside of the redeem queue and being done anyway. But whenever anybody claims it, it's gone for 20 minutes. And then we typically do them in between dungeons. Dog's Head Cigarette says, the only thing 100 men are doing to a hippo is bleeding on it. I fixed your grammar for you, but I can't fix your wrong thoughts for you. The humans win. 100 humans versus 1 hippo, humans win. My source, the entirety of human history. Like, humans don't typically hunt big things like that unarmed because they would lose more people than it was worth to kill it. That doesn't mean they couldn't do it. You can kill something via you can kill a non-human thing via exhaustion much easier than you believe. Not saying it's easy. Most of the humans die, but you could get it done. Like the hippo clears most of us. All right, we need to do a manual ad break to clear the pre-roll demons. What's up, ungodly one? And then we're going to get into this first dungeon. I think Having lost a member of the A-team, Shadow Walker will be moving up to replace Duke and Scamp. D-Man, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. 100 Men VW. I'm taking that as a contribution to the 100 Men Fund. NGL Hippo is just on the edge of what I think 100 humans could take. Like, it might still die of exhaustion, but I cannot imagine a single thing a human can do to a hippo without a firearm or at least a blade. Maybe after it's tired because it annihilated the first 80 people, you can sharpen a bone into a spear. Still might not pierce the skin, though. You could claw out its eyes, but still, I feel like it's a both go down kind of situation at most. I think for the low price of, like, 20 people dying, you could claw that hippo's eyes out. And then I think over the course of a couple hours between blood loss and exhaustion, that's the game. I do think it's relevant that the last 50 can use the bones of the first 50 to fight it better, but I think the most likely outcome is you kill it via exhaustion. I can, however, confirm that 4 guys lose to a hybrid crocodile mosquito, and if you don't believe me, I can't wait for you to do the DLC for this game. That's a fucked up sentence that I don't like, Troper. That's a fucked up sentence that displeases me. And there is definitely an angle for if the humans were allowed to give up, the hippo wins every time. Because the premise of humans beating a hippo is that, like, the last human, the last 10, the last 20 will make it. And so if the humans are not being forced to continue the fight, the hippo absolutely wins, because nobody wants to be the first person to fight the hippo. Nobody even wants to be the 30th person to fight the hippo. I think it's like everyone is mostly running from the hippo in the hopes they can get away from it. And then like 40 people fail to run away from the hippo. And you just hope that somebody can grab its eyes. And then the last 60 try to work out a like group exhaustion strategy. Now, obviously, humans never did that because it would be a ridiculous proposition to lose half of your hunting party to take down one big animal, but it's certainly possible. Oh, but that go live message spawned because of a different thought I had about the 100 humans versus 1 gorilla argument, which is that the more interesting framing for that question is you get $1 million if you kill a hippo or insert large animal totally unarmed. You can bring as many people to help you do this as you want. They're also unarmed. You split the money evenly. If somebody dies, their share is still taken out of the pot. How many people do you bring? I think is the more interesting question. Because 100 people can kill pretty much goddamn any real life animal. I do not think there is a real life animal that 100 unarmed humans could not kill, unless it's like a sea creature and we're fighting it underwater. That's where I begin to believe, like, yeah, the humans are cooked. If it is another land mammal on land, 100 people clear everything. But the real question is, do you think you could clear it with like 15? D-Man, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. How many monkeys with grenades are required to defeat 100 men? It's, you know, I think that depends too much on the monkey. I'm sure you could teach a monkey that a grenade was dangerous and how to throw one. White Bread, thank you for the Prime sub for the 11th month in a row. Hey boss, use your mystical powers of random decision to decide next month's deck submission. There's Come Outside, We Won't Jump You, a non-deterministic amount of snakes, or Get Goifed Loser. Come Outside, We Won't Jump You. That's the winner. I did, Alec Man, yes. Can we battle of attrition a crocodile or alligator? Sloth, we don't have to battle of attrition that. You need one Floridian. You need one lightly buzzed Florida guy, and they'll just kill the crocodile normal style. But yeah, as soon as you put people in the ocean, we get cooked. We have basically... The hippo is not sweeping no weapons, Shades. You are talking crazy bullshit. Let me throw that back at you. How many regular average people would you take versus Swine King if he was real? It depends if we have to be unarmed or not, because in this situation, the animal in question is very literally armed. I do not think an unarmed human is capable of harming a hippo, period. You are wrong. Next question. You are simply and flatly wrong. Could you punch up a hippo as one person? Hell no. But the idea that we're simply totally unable to harm the animal without a spear is ridiculous. Hippos can walk around lions without getting meaningfully hurt. Yeah, I'm not going to try to claw through its hide, dog. Why is the argument always like, oh, I'm going to try to punch its heart out like I'm a fucking X-Man villain? Why do we think that's the only method? Why do we think that's the only method of harming something is like, oh, you couldn't literally punch through its skin? How do you intend to kill the beast with no weapons? You gouge its eyes out and run it to exhaustion. You could kill that motherfucker with a heart attack. You either kill it with a heart attack, or you attempt to make it so tired that you like shove the body of a dead person in its throat and asphyxiate it, or when it's super tired, you simply pile on top of it and suffocate it that way. Probably kick it in the head a lot once it's tired. I'm not convinced of Stormblast strategy. I'm not convinced of Stormblast strategy of break my foot on hippo skull. Chris, I have not spent time in the Everglades. Yeah, and Zoria, that's why I said that the people lose immediately the moment they are allowed to give up. Like, this is a non-starter as soon as any of the people are allowed to leave. But if the people aren't allowed to leave, you have, I think, like 30 to 70 people. I think you have like 30 to 70 people that just die. Yeah, morale has to be non-considered. Because the thing is, if you ever consider morale in any of these situations, the answer is the things don't fight each other. Like 100 men versus one gorilla, 100 men versus one hippo, 100 men versus an elephant. Like any of these situations, if it's not this has to be to the death, the answer is the things walk in the opposite direction and do not want beef. So, Alistair Trinity, thank you for the Prime sub for the 10th month in a row. Can I volunteer not to be one of the humans forced to fight the uplifted pork chop of doom and his similarly bipedal son, Timmy? No. DMC, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. I don't know why everyone's so worried about this argument. Just do a Hadouken and you'll be fine. Exactly. Exactly. They don't have me in there with my chi skills. Good day, Darebrained. I've seen those motherfuckers strolling around with a tiger attached to his butt without a care in the world. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to bite the thing, dog. Genzinator, are you still alive? You are. You have not. You've not had your debut mission yet. Another question. What is the smallest animal you think a human can't take 100 of? Ooh. Probably bees? I mean, the thing is, like, you can cheese that question by going, like, prion. So it really depends what we define as an animal. Because there's a lot of, like, yeah, like there's certain breeds of spider where they're very, very small, and if 100 come at you, one's gonna bite you, then you die. Yeah, like I think however we define this, you can't... If you did small, I think you would have to rule out anything with venom. If you ruled out anything with venom, the question gets a little bit more interesting. What do you think is the smallest animal that humans have a losing matchup to 1v1? That's a better question. I think then it's snakes. I think most spiders humans can figure out the 1v1 with. I think most snakes, trained humans know how to deal with snakes. Even trained humans get bit. And so if it's a venomous snake, I think the average person is getting bit 99% of the time. Realistically, snakes 1v1 is a draw. That's true. If the human... Yeah, we could probably kill them in the course of them killing us. So, like, smallest thing that we lose to... Smallest thing that kills you, and you do not have a reasonable chance of killing it. That's how we will define this. I would say a cat's a losing matchup. I don't think that's true. I think the cat dies. Stormblast, we're not counting sea creatures because as soon as you move this fight to the water, we're cooked. We evolved to be on land for a goddamn reason. A honey badger might run my fade, TVH. You gotta have more faith in yourself. I think it's definitely monkey or dog. I think there are definitely some breeds of dog that could just kill you and it's big enough that the average person couldn't handle it. I feel like wild boar is definitely a losing matchup. However, I think we can go smaller. A 3.5 foot chimpanzee solos most people. Okay, we will do the human v animal matchup chart another day. Oh, we're so broke. Okay, we have to send our antiquarians back out. Oh, our one antiquarian. Do we have any others? No. All right, we just have to wait and then pick up an antiquarian. That's pretty cool. I don't give a fuck about fighting eldritch. Well, maybe I care about fighting eldritch beings, actually. I feel like a shuffling horror is probably eldritch. But I have no fucking idea what the Sodden crew is. What's this do? Tough ring. So that's just the tank ring. We have Troper. It's only at like, I think we can get level 2 people. Oh, I can't even send... Oh, the only antiquarian missions we can do are level 3. Then I think we probably do an explore. We get Zelda in here. Oh, you didn't even have any fucking... So I can give 3 crit. Probably doesn't matter too much. Give you a berserk charm. Let me see if I can buff your accuracy. Yeah, I can. Great. Alright, so that's fine. We'll do Zelda. We'll do Riffle dupes. Do you have healing? You do. Okay. Then we will send in a slightly underleveled tank. Can our other Arbalest tank? No. Gilmain, thank you for the tier 1 Twitch sub for the 12th month in a row, my friend. Welcome back to the dog home. You know, real hippos basically have MTG indestructible, right? Most guns can't even penetrate them. Yeah, we still got it. Riffle dupes, thank you for the 50-bit cheer. Boss, please upgrade my items. You gotta make me some motherfucking money. You want an item upgrade. You gotta make me some goddamn money. You know what, Genzinator? You beg me. How quaint. Ugh, fuck. We do have to level up our tanks for this to be... I think we just have to do a fucking lame short mission and start getting more potential frontliners who can do stuff. It's Cove, so bleed's gonna fucking suck. Do I have any low level? Troper's too fucking high to do this. So goddamn great. Alright, fine, we're doing it. We're doing it with a goddamn... Well, can the bounty hunter go this far back? Do that. Flashbang's not bad. So I think we just mark for death and then make Nephris stand in the back. Then I probably go teach them poison darts. Yeah, we make Nephris stand in the back. They inject everybody with shitty little poison. Then it'll be fine. Great. I am not giving my legendary tassel to a random level 1. Give you that. I think come hither is a move skill. No, Darebrained. Yeah, you're gonna be doing range skills, so that's fine. Then we'll give you the grave robber specific shit. You have stuff, you don't have stuff. Just gonna give you bleed. Oh yeah, bleed and Hellion Torch. Perfect. We're gonna do the short one. Spending way too much goddamn money on this mission, but who cares? Alright, prediction is out. We will be doing Alec Man's custom card review after this opening dungeon. Wait, who heals the team? The team doesn't heal. The team simply kills everybody in front of them. This is such a fucking unfortunate explore mission. Okay, we got a surprise off though. Oh, god damn it, I forgot to swap the skill before we got in here. Rat, you have not gone yet. This marks, right? Yeah, marks, cool. Die. Fuck yeah, Gens. Hell yeah. Where are my glasses? It's love now. I can't find my goddamn... I can't find the goddamn correct glasses, but it's still all love now. Give me 1 second. We in the Cove. It's fucking goggles time, baby. Okay. These motherfuckers are way too tight. Okay. We got this. We handling business. This is fine. Kill that guy, please. Thank you. Alright, we're locked in. These do not look comfy. No, these hurt very much. We're not, we're not gonna be wearing them much longer. I think it would be fine. Are these already as loose as they can be? That's fucking ridiculous. These are for like a baby's head. Alright, pull them up to the front. Get up here. That is embarrassing. Brother, what size fitted hat you wear? I have no idea. I don't wear hats because my ears are too big. Makes them stand out, and I don't like it.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. As the light gains purchase.
God damn it. Why is everyone so weird about the coral? Coral reefs are a good and normal thing. Atrax is chosen. Thank you for the 6 months at tier 1, my friend. For 4 months. I never know how to interpret this Twitch sub shit. Here's to 4 months and a Final Fantasy Purgatory at the LGS. By the way, I'm eclectic waste on the cord. Happy delving boss. Thank you, Atraxes. Welcome back to the dog home. Danny, that is Z's hat. Z made that hat and brought it into show stream. So I put it on as a gag, but it is not fitted for my head. What the hell? Oh, and I still forgot to swap the fucking skill. Okay, we gotta kill these losers. Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead and die.
The will to fight. Forward.
Dog, how are you gonna skip your first turn? That shit is embarrassing. That shit is embarrassing. Excellent. Type shit. Maybe we did need a healer. I have 500 hours in this game, and I just want to ask, what the fuck is that team comp? Hey, this is the team comp of we don't have enough high-level tanks to go on the missions we actually want to go on. So I had to just shove a bunch of melees into a team to try to get them to resolve level 2. So they don't just fucking die on the spot.
A trifling victory.
Respectfully, the answer was not quad leper. We got the skill swap. We remembered. Dog, stress wave. I think we blight. Actually, I'm gonna blight the big motherfucker with prot, and then I'm just gonna yank the shaman up front. Ooh! Ooh! Okay. Is it even worth putting damage? I think I'm just going to clear the body, actually. Everyone's going to hate on that move, but I legitimately think it's more useful for me to get that body out of the way than put 0 damage into the dipshit that has prod anyway. Get up here. Sick dodge, Zilla. Less impressive. Zane XDD, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Get fucking cut on, bro. Dope. Dope, all according to Keikaku. See, Robokun, we might do Smasher Pass for, like, Darkest Dungeon enemies, but I'm not going to do a Smasher Pass for Darkest Dungeon team members because that just seems like, I don't know, most of them are just people. Did I click on the wrong one? I clicked on the wrong one. I don't know anything about this game, so I'm just going to assume everything chat is saying is a terrible idea meant to get mauled murdered faster than a fair deck and standard. See, the thing is, I think people are trying to help me, they just can't, because I refuse to be helped.
Death by inches.
This team is also getting incredibly cooked. I know we're killing stuff. We've been in 2 fights. Most people are under half health. Everybody's fucking bleeding.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow
Good.
and insidious killer.
Good. Okay, but there are, like, tremendously few fights. Oh my god. Okay, that's good. Buff? What's that? Resist? Excellent. Nephris is dying from lack of biscuits. See if I give a fuck, dude. See if I give a fuck. I mean, the thing is, we still have to get through... We have to get through one more for sure fight. And then we have to go through 4 rooms and hallways and hope that we do not hit a random encounter. Nephris is about to die. A biscuit would save their life, and they will not eat a biscuit. I love this game, dude. Fuck 100 humans versus 1 hippo. Would you rather eat an Uncrustable or die horribly in a sea cave? Nephris has chosen die horribly. Grape, strawberry. Okay, so I need the light up for this next fight. Boss, a thought occurs to me, and I'll post it in the Discord in the VIP section, but it's about how fast we want the end game to happen. There's some bullshit regarding time investment you might not be ready for. Spoiled it to hell and back, but it's up to you if you're going in blind or not. We'll see. Please give me the surprise. Thank you, God, dude. That could have been criminal for us if we had gotten surprised. Oh, crit for one? Big critties, dude. Alright, that guy's dead. Fucking damn it, dude. Oh, we have surprise, though. We have surprise. I'm gonna yank you up to the front. I might just yacht to skip both of their turns. It depends if... Nah. I believe in Genzinator. Genzinator's gonna deal at least 9 damage. You fuck up. You abominable child. I hope you drop every ice cream cone you ever pick up. That's what you deserve, Nephris.
In the pursuit of glory, gold.
Okay, good resist from Zilla. I see my team was like, alright, we got a surprise round in. What if we rested and let them take 2 rounds back to back before we did anything else? Wouldn't that be so fucking sick of us? That will die on its turn. So chill, Rat. That's so chill of you, bro.
Be gone, fiend.
Excellent. Now it just depends if this guy goes first. No. However, we can't reach him. Very good. Very excellent. Rat, I don't think I'll have to fire you. It kind of looks like you're about to fall over and die all on your own. I was about to be like, damn, how'd we get all these good trinkets? But they're just the ones Nephris had. We touching everything. At this point, I'm leaving y'all for dead. We touching everything. Clumsy? I believe it. Atomic Sharks, you get hired by just being active in chat. If I see your name pop up in chat, I will try to get you onto the roster. If you like sub, donate subs, cheer bits, it will make it more. You can skip the line or you can pick a specific class, but everybody will get a turn regardless. Just in case. Perfect. Alright, we gotta get through 2 traps without dying, and I have half a mind to force the people on death's door to try to get the trap. Let's see, 70, 80, 90. Oh man, it looks like, Rat, it looks like it's just mathematically correct for you to attempt to disarm this trap. Insane.
Glorious is the trap maker's art.
Crazy.
His efficacy unwitnessed by his
Crazy.
eyes.
Goodbye, Rat. You did your best. You did your very best. Alright. Gans, eat some biscuits. I mean, I disarmed the trap. That technically counts. Listen, you would be invaluable in the 100-man versus 1 hippo war. Alright, we got one more trap. I'm making you touch the fish. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Type shit, you guys.
Injury and despondence.
So fucking good.
For heroism. Or
Hey, that is technically a victory. Life support. So I'm playing blind. I've never played the game before. I don't know how far we are relative to beating the game. We have defeated Wolf. We have unlocked the darkest dungeon, but we have not gone in there yet. We are trying to build a A-team and a secondary A-team. Yeah, and we got resolve experience on the tanks, which is honestly fine. Ooh, provision cost minus 100%. So we can do like a medium mission. Yeah, we can do like a medium mission and just over provision the hell out of it. How far are we from... I do think we're bringing in this Crusader. I'm not convinced we're bringing in like a 4th Hellion. We have so many Hellions, but I do kind of think we want a new Crusader. Choose outcome. That was a victory. It was almost a wipe. That's okay, Rat. Listen, you were doing your job very well. You're just a little fragile. That is true. We do have Vestal spotted. We have 1 Vestal active right now. Okay, we only have 1 Vestal active, so I'm going to bring in a Vestal. Also going to bring in a Crusader. But I don't think we bring in the Hellion. Can I be the Crusader boss? Gorilla, I'm going to try to... I think we have people in chat who have never been named before, and I'm going to try to give deference to people that haven't ever gotten a single chance. DMC, you're still here. You 100% cannot be a named character because you've been here since day fucking 1. So, IDK the Spy, I think we will make you our new heal bot. Ripple Dupes, thank you for the 50-bit cheer. Boss, can I be a character, please? Yeah. Yeah, you can. You sure can, Ripple Dupes. DMC, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Consider this, though. Name them all after me, and they'll all clutch up. You know what? I'll think about it. And then, you know what? Because I like the name, there are some goddamn sheep that need avenging. Don't worry, Dean. I won't tell anybody. There are some motherfucking sheep that need avenging. I think Witness and Dark Temptation with the name Sheep Avenger is also fucked up and perfect. Antifreeze, I have your name on the roster. However, we're not going to pull you in. We're not going to pull you in right now just because I don't want a Hellion or Houndmaster. I am looking out mainly for a new Antiquarian right now. We need more people that can make our money runs better. So I'm going to turn portraits into busts. Great. I don't want the DLC. Close this menu. And then now... Alright, so now we can recruit level 3 people, which will make doing these missions a lot easier. Crisp, no, non-subs also allowed in the meat grinder. I will just give preference to people who are giving me money because we run in a business. We run in a business in here. Joshua Frost, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Gens, yeah, you're Union after that. That was a pretty good performance. What? You'll only flat... Oh, okay. That's weird, but like, whatever. What disease do you have? Alright, Vizier. Now we just immediately spend all our spend all the money we made healing the goddamn A-team. Sheep Avenger, thank you for the second month in a row at tier 1, my friend. Welcome back to the dog home and potentially to the Union. So we have, there's Sodden Crew, there's this apprentice mission that I don't care about. So Warrior's Cap, I don't give a fuck about the Jester thing. I don't give a fuck about the Houndmaster thing. I'm lowest on busts, so I'm partial to doing a busty mission. I do think we have to keep leveling these guys. Oh, but hold on. Hold on. It's another... It's free provision week. I probably want to do an antiquarian mission to try to get money. Chris, we got him, but one of our A-team members died fighting him. Can they do level 3 missions? Okay. They can do a level 3 mission. I don't think I give a fuck about the Bloodthirst Ring. Maybe we try to do a boss thing. Can you fight? No, same fucking problem if we have no level 3 tanks. Then I think we do a medium and... Oh, I don't want an occultist thing, though. Come on. I don't care about... Can the A-team go fight the Horrid Shrieker? They are legally allowed to. But Girthy, Poro, and DMC are both otherwise occupied. So I think we just run another... Our quest is beneath you, of course it is. And we have no other level 2 tank that can come with you. God, that's so bad. Okay. We just have to power level tanks. DMC, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Dean Belongs with Lisa. Welcome to Dog Heaven, my friend. I appreciate that generosity. Can ARB bandage from the front line? No, they cannot, is the main problem. Okay, I think we just do a full low level mission. Yeah, just start getting people to rank 1, rank 2. And DMC, thank you for the 100-bit cheer. Vestals can work as frontliners, not in my fucking company. Right, there's literally no reason to not buy all of it. Yeah, Alec, we'll do your custom card now before we get into this next dungeon. We have Norelian, or Norelian, Lord of Twilight, a 3-mana 2/2. If it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as they enter. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you get an experience counter. At the beginning of your end step, choose up to 1 target non-land card in your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of experience counters you have. Return that card to the battlefield if it's a non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment and it's day. Return that card to the battlefield if it's a creature and it's night. There's a stinky feeling in my heart. There's not necessarily a feeling of unfairness brewing in my heart, but there is a brewing of, good lord, are you going to make the hoes mad with this one? I think it is very Marin of Clan Neltathy. It's certainly weaker than that. There's a lot of good breaks on the card. This kind of is Marin with day-night added. I mean, the thing is, swapping day-night, manipulating day-night is much, much harder than sacrificing your own creatures. Like, it's so much easier to stack Marin than it is to stack day-night swapping. I presume you could also just do... White did get some proliferation, and I think black has some proliferation as well, and that's probably what you would just do. That's not true, Glass Geo. It does not come in with one experience, because it's day becoming night or night becoming day. Nothing becoming day is different from night becoming day. So this does not get the first experience counter as it comes in. And for the person asking in chat, I've turned the custom card redeem back on. That was just an oversight on my part, Nathiater. So I think it becomes... What would probably be better, or would probably make it more playable, is it becomes night as they enter. I think that would be superior from a, this card is going to do something in a game of Magic the Gathering. Because if it becomes day... Yeah, DefCat, you like that one? Also, shout out my editor... Not my editor. Shout out my editor, Mango, who's not here. And my producer, DefCat, who is here. But anyway, Alec, let me pour some sugar on you. If it becomes day as the card enters, for 3 mana, that's probably early into a game of Commander. The only way to flip this card is for somebody to pass the turn without casting anything. That's probably not happening on the turn rotation. You would play her naturally. It's possible that somebody might double spell to turn it into day, but it's very unlikely that somebody's just going to like hard skip their turn 2, turn 3. So I think it's improved, and with the art, that Twilight looks... She looks visibly much darker than she does. She looks more like dusk than she looks like dawn. So I think it makes more sense for her entry to set it to night. Then you have a somewhat decent chance of getting to your next turn and having 2 experience counters, which I don't think would be broken, but I do think would make the card more useful. I do think it's fair enough. I think people might rage about day and night, but I love the mechanic, and I think it is reasonably fair with the number of hand breaks you have put on it. So good job. Then we have another one from Eris Time. Eris, please dump that into the Twitch chat. Or not the Twitch chat. Put that into Dear Maldhound, please. This custom card, Der Freischütz. A 6-mana planeswalker, immediately no. I'm not... This is gonna be fucked up. A 6-mana planeswalker comes in with 7. I have not perceived any of the abilities because I know that once I do, I am going to spontaneously develop heartburn. So 7 loyalty counters. When you remove the last loyalty counter from Der Freischütz, you lose the game. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't activate a loyalty ability of Der Freischütz, discard a card. -1, target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. You may activate loyalty abilities of Der Freischütz an additional time this turn, or -1, sacrifice a creature. Each opponent loses life equal to that creature's power and discards a card. Oh, never mind. This is crazy fair. This is crazy fair. I think. Yeah, the Planeswalker that kills you. I think every Super Friends deck should be forced to run this, man. I think that's how you balance Planeswalkers. Planeswalkers in the game is you have every deck that has a Planeswalker in it is legally obligated to run Der Freischütz. And any time they would play their first Planeswalker spell, they have to instead play Der Freischütz, and then we're allowed to beat them to death and make them lose the game. Perfection. And then, Platypus, thank you for the random Smasher Pass. Does someone else bolting your Planeswalker count as you removing the counters? Yes. Smash. Why do you hate Planeswalkers? In my experience, every game where a Planeswalker has been resolved has been worse than a game where a Planeswalker is never resolved. There are a ton of unique elements of game design and stuff about tempo that we could talk about with respect to like the Teferis for specific reasons why I don't like them. The most concise version is clear eyes, full heart, open mind. Every single game of Magic I've played where a Planeswalker was involved is worse than a game where a Planeswalker wasn't involved. Anyway, let's chuck this fucking mission at the fence. It's a crazy thing you said, Troper. Goodbye. Zenorum, you're definitely touching on it, that most Planeswalkers either fall into crazy fucking good or crazy fucking bad. God damn it, not the Vestal Curse, bro. Hold on, no, we have a million bandages. We got you, we got you.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Meat double. Holy fuck. We have to. Okay, we have 4 fights. Most of you can bleed. If you had to categorize the new Elspeth, does she fall into a third category of should not have been printed? I don't know if it's fully should not have been printed, but it is one of the planes. I don't know why I expect more from Leopard. I don't know why I expect more from anybody at this point. I'm just jaded. Game still windowed? I don't want you all to be exposed to high definition of this team fucking up, okay? I don't want you zoomed in on their failures. But new Elspeth is like... It does... Like... You're never going to have to play against it in Standard because it is too slow, and Standard as a format is too crazy fucked up. But the thing that annoys me about it is when you play this, If we are in any type of realistic board state, if I do not have a massive advantage over you, you play this, you make two soldiers, you can probably chump me indefinitely. Between this and whatever else you have on your board, you can at least chump me for a turn to get to your next turn of 2 soldiers. Or you can blow up the thing that I have and then make a bunch of tokens anyway. And so if I'm playing against you, the tempo of the game has immediately entered a coma. Because now I can't get through to you. You can just keep building up a very, very difficult to stop advantage if I do not have like a flyer or a trampler on board. And it just leads to like 3 turns of stagnation before you inevitably win. If I have the removal in hand, then it sucks. That also feels bad. A lot of people will attempt to oversimplify my dislike and other people's dislike of cards as, oh, well, you're just mad because you didn't have the removal to kill it on spot. I think if that is the dichotomy the card creates, that also sucks. That's a spectrum, because a lot of expensive cards have to be good. But this whole, like, I don't, just all of them suck, bro. All of them suck. Oh, Nugan is absolutely more fucked up than Elspeth.
A death by inches.
Elspeth is probably just more common, because there are a lot more token decks than there are big colorless ramp deck.
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
Crazy that I actually have to use all my fucking bandages. Right, I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. If I can't blight them, I might as well just skip a turn. Peter, dude, thank you for coming by the stream. I appreciate that lurk, my friend. Damn, almost got him. You have to build around new Ugin, new Elspeth just slots into every token deck that has white. Jane, I think that's kind of true, but not effectively true most of the time. I think building around new Ugin just really limits it to every Eldrazi deck runs him. And I don't think you are a lot more limited than that, which is a limit. So I will agree with you that it is less universal than new Elspeth, but new Ugin is just, oh, do you have a big mana do you have a big mana Eldrazi? Do you have a big mana artifact deck? Ugin straight in. No other considerations.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Oh, fuck, I keep forgetting to use torches. Are you talking about standard or commander or both? Just standard. Neither of these planeswalkers are relevant in standard. I said just standard, none of these planeswalkers are relevant in standard. Vine boom me. Just commander. None of these planeswalkers are relevant in standard. In commander. Yeah, hey, me say lot word. Sometimes word wrong. My bad. Elspeth is relevant in standard, Nugan isn't. I'll accept that I could be wrong here, but I just want to see how much crack you're smoking. Is she in here? No, the fuck she ain't. Ah, she's probably in the Omniscience combo deck. Crazy. No the fuck she ain't. Probably in the 4-color Zur deck. Damn, that's crazy. No the fuck she ain't. Probably an Azorius Orzhov self-bounce. Damn, that's crazy. No the fuck she ain't. Definite. I would believe Azorius control though. There we go. 2.1% of the meta. Officially relevant. I think this is copium, but I will give you the point of she does exist in a standard deck that somebody has played and managed to beat other people with. Hey boss, when are you taking responsibility for your workplace discrimination? Occultist is good if you give it a chance. I will take responsibility for my discrimination against occultists once they do a goddamn useful thing in a Darkest Dungeon run, which they'll never do because I play them badly.
A faint hope blossoms.
2% is a pretty good presence. I disagree with that, but again, I will say that is relevant. I do not think 2% is a good presence. Hi, baby.
Do you have any idea where the mic is? Oh,
Yeah, I was using
it's
it.
right there.
Yeah, I was using it for the
Ah.
intros before I.
Where's the other one? Ha! Thank you.
King Kettle, thank you for the $10 super chat on YouTube. Welcome to Dog Heaven. Maul, I want to say thanks for the deck roast. Watching it back, though, you looked like you were talking me through an abusive relationship, and I am not ready to let go. One day you will be, dog. One day you will be. I think we just try to clear bodies here. When we get a roast video, but with Z being the roaster, Yu-Gi-Oh! That is available to all of you at any time. If anybody wants to drop $694.20, you can get a 2-parter roast immediately, where I will stop whatever Z is doing, and they will roast your deck with me. Nice indeed, everybody. Nice indeed.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Okay. At least this team is handling the fights okay.
Continually onslaught. Destroy.
King Cow, I don't believe you have gotten many opportunities to talk your shit.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Zilla, no, you had a mission a little bit earlier and you actually clutched up. Half the team died, but you didn't. You've done good today.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Alright, let me get pile of bones. Probably herbs, right? What do you mean no effect? Probably anti-venom. What do you mean no? Probably holy water. There we go. Z talking over a commander roast would be funny as a bit for like half the short. I'll try to I will think about that. The last two commander roasts, I realize they have probably seen. Oh, Alec, I'll scroll back. They have probably seemed very much the same as my other commander roasts. The last two commander roasts have felt meaningfully different to me in terms of the like overarching, in terms of what the flow of the script is like. And so they've been received very well. I realize that's because they're Final Fantasy roast, but I'm going to try to keep experimenting with the flow. And part of that flow, I may be able to convince Z to come in. And Alec, man, I don't have a strong preference. Let me look at the exact wording of this question again. Yeah, hit me with another saltine. Rick, I am glad you liked the Vivi roast. Xavier, we did Yuna and Vivi were the last two. Alright, Dean, thank you for coming by. Have a good time in your meeting. Quite a lot of blight resist. Die! Oh shit, he actually did it. Fuck yeah, Dirty. You bleed out, you don't. Hell yeah, lightning bolt.
Give them no quarter.
Oh yeah, let me turn Rant Redeems back on. You using the hat, baby? But it looks so good. Ah, I see we're using the hat and the corset.
No! I'm just trying to be the lead of Magic the Gathering fashion. Thank you very
Uh-huh.
much.
Uh-huh. Fuck these dog treats, man. The mispronouncing on Vivi was killing me. Yeah, a lot of people... How are you supposed to say it? I can promise you I refuse to pronounce Titus correctly because I hate that dude. Oh, is like Vivi wrong? But I like Vivi. Balfi, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the dog house, my friend. So yeah, Vivi, now I'm saying it wrong. Vivi, I just didn't know. Titus, I'm saying wrong on purpose because I hate that dude. Fuck that guy. FR, no cap. There's also, oh my god, yeah, this is a good thing to vamp about. The Vivi roast had a truly terrible effect on me wanting to fact check my shorts because I paid a lot of attention to making sure that I called out you can activate Vivi on the turn she comes down because that's critical to the Flicker Storm shenanigans. After I said that line and I was just going off dome, I was like, this is a mana dork's tap. Functionally, Vivi is a mana dork who taps at instant speed. Very, very few differences. And so my brain just used the term tap as autopilot for talking about mana dorks, which was wrong. And I'm a dumbass because I said a wrong thing. However, I got like 30 free comments on both platforms of people wanting to stand on their little soapbox about, it doesn't actually tap. Even though I still called out the combo that made it important that it doesn't tap, I still talked about, you can Displacer Kitten, yada, yada, yada. And so I was just like, man, I know I was wrong. And like... But you guys are also making it better to be wrong. Like I don't want to be wrong on purpose, but whenever I'm wrong, I'm like, yeah, Ginger, that is what happened. I was just using Mana Dork shorthand because effectively you get it one time per turn unless you put a different card into play that allows you to reset it, which is very similar to doing any type of Mana Dork tap untap loop, but it's not technically tapping. But yeah, like goddamn. And Lee on YouTube, if I haven't reached out to you yet, you will be getting reached out to today. I scheduled everyone via email like a month and a half ago. Jesus Christ. like a week and a half ago, but there were 3 to 4 people who I missed, and I will be getting to them today. So I'm assuming that you're one of the 3 to 4. See, Zilla, do you understand how you've been successfully engagement farmed, and this does not motivate me to police my language more heavily? If anything, that incentivizes me to be even looser with my language, because we're all talking about the same thing. So mana dork doesn't mean creature taps for mana. Mana dork means low-cost creature that gives you mana. That is a correct semantic... Well, no, Zilla, like, I called it a mana dork correctly, but in my mind, 90% of mana dorks tap for mana. And so when I got lazy with my wording, I said VV taps for blank mana. And that is what people jumped on. Not calling it a dork. Calling it a dork is correct, as you said. But then, because I was like, dorks typically tap, although not always. Later in the video, after I specified this can be activated the turn they come down, I threw out the word tap like a bozo. Anywho. Oh god, not the fucking spiders, bro. Please surprise them. Not like this. Okay, we're dead. Hey Mald, I saw a video that you got mentioned in where you're teaming up with some other creators. That is... Okay, so that is like... Oh, we're in windowed mode. Oh, hold on. My fault, everybody. Right, so that is what I think Veggie Wagon posted about. There is limited truth to that. What Team Decked Out is doing is they are coalescing all of their individual social media accounts into Team Decked Out because they want to be able to keep up posting frequency and have like one hub for all of their content. I am not a part of that. What I am a part of is a new podcast with Joe Cherries and Veggie Wagon. I am co-hosting that, but I am not involved in the planning or structure of it. I just kind of sit down and talk every week. So if you guys have seen me on the Magic Mirror podcast, it's basically just me being a guaranteed guest. I'm not doing the logistics. I don't set up what we talk about. I don't set up if we ever have other guests coming on the show. Dragoon, yes, it is proximity.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
He probably just explained it quickly because I believe technically I am part of the team because I am a permanent fixture of the podcast. I am just not... what's the right word for smooshing? What's a fancy man word for smooshing together? I want to use compile, but compile's not totally correct. I am not amalgamated, integrated. I am not merging. I am not merging or conglomerating my individual page with any of Team Decked Out stuff. You're probably just going to see me end up on clips that get posted by Team Decked Out because they're going to be through the podcast. Also, so I know this is dumb. I want to build a Deadpool deck, but I feel like Deadpool is better as a 99 card, not the commander. It depends on the deck, Rat PDT. I think an important distinction is a lot of people attempt to build a Deadpool deck where Deadpool is the primary method of winning the game. I don't think you should do that. I think that tends to be less fun and less effective. What I think is quite effective with Deadpool is you build a deck full of Rakdos creatures that it's very powerful to clone. And then Deadpool is just all of your creature removal. Deadpool in the command zone allows you to be wildly irresponsible with your ability to remove creatures in the 99. And then if you fill the deck with like fucked up combat damage triggers, fucked up ETBs, fucked up death triggers, and then you clone all that stuff in the 99, then you have a little bit of non-creature removal, and then Deadpool is the only way you deal with creatures. Like, the failing is when people go, oh, Deadpool is how I'm going to win. That is not true. Deadpool is comic relief that will annoy your opponents while you win. But it's just a mistake to have Deadpool be your primary path to victory. Damn, that's everything. Okay. What do you think the landfall enjoyers getting even more tools with the upcoming Chocobo? Fuck them. Fuck them, dude. Ain't no reason for that. They had enough toys. Okay, we now have 4 level 1s. Total success, except everybody's afraid of Satanists now.
All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind.
Alright, so a lot of people are lower on stress. Dog, why are y'all still here? Alright, you can't pray, so you're gonna drink. Why won't you... Oh, Christ, Moose. The A-team's killing me. The A-team is killing me right now. Get the fucking quirk treated. Okay, we don't need to fix Ruminator. So higher level tanks we have ready. We have Sheep Avenger. We have Zilla. So Sheep Avenger and Zilla can go on some type of quest. I might attempt to put them into a level 3. Britt, we won there. Britt, thank you for that custom card. I'm gonna hit a manual ad break right now because the pre-roll demons are back. And then we'll see if we have any. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. We have a level 3 occultist that we can pull into the party right now. We are 100% pulling in this antiquarian. We need them for money purposes. And then because they're already level 3, I am tempted to bring this occultist in. Dragoon, you will be like the 5th occultist. We have simply allowed all of the other occultists to die. So get that straight, first of all. Money is good, Atomic Sharks, and therefore, you are money. And then, antifreeze. Chat, do other people remember if antifreeze or Dragoon have gone before? I don't remember clearly if you've both gone once or both gone none. Promise never, not once. And Aristime doesn't think antifreeze has either. Weirdest, it's picking at random. You get to go in a queue if you pay money, but otherwise we just pick randomly. I try to keep a loose memory of who has gone before and who has gotten to go multiple times. So if you've never gone, I'll try to give you preference. Or if you pay me, I'll give you preference. Hey, Amber, the problem is we fire like half of the people who leave. I will do... Okay, then Antifreeze and Dragoon, I'll say you've both not gone. We'll do it for Dragoon right now, and then Freeze, you'll be up next. Oh wow. Fragile. A fragile alcoholic who is afraid of pigs. Tremendous. Tremendous. What's going on right now? Is there anything? No events are popping. What can we upgrade? We can increase gambling stress recovery. I feel like more bar slots are good.
With enough ale, maybe they
Because
can
we
be
spend a lot
defeated
of
against the
time.
horrors below.
We spend a lot of time like fucking up the stress economy. Yeah. We'll get that going. Then I need... Oh, these are actually all capped. Okay, you're good. God, Troper. I'm not upgrading your fucking weapons, Riffle, but I will give you armor. And then somebody asked if I could explain what's going on for somebody that hasn't played the game. It is like a D&D meat grinder. That is really the entirety of it. Then we have Whitebread's custom... No, this is not Whitebread's. This is M somethings, but it's in streamer mode. This is Mistora's custom card. Who did not successfully redeem it, so you're getting fucking banished. Die, horny art. Hello, new horny art. Alright, this is Whitebread's card. Igni, Headlong Spellsword, a 4-mana Naya 3/3. Each aura spell in your hand has flare. The flare cost is equal to its mana cost reduced by 2. You may choose to cast for flare. Gets flash. Controller of the permanent it becomes sacrifices it next cleanup step. Okay. Oh, Brit Bread. God damn it. I saw bread and did an autocomplete. This is Brit Bread's card. On attack, exile the top X of library, where X is Igni's power. Until the end of your turn, you may play those cards. I kind of like what we're cooking with mechanically, but I think it is... I worry that it's so narrow you probably just get blown out every time. Because we go... attack. We get an aura for slightly cheaper, but like... if I was going to play this in Naya, I might even... totally ignore the aura thing, and I would just be like, oh, on attack, impulse draw 3 cards. Do Naya Storm. Right, and we're not giving flare to the stuff we exile, so it's only stuff in hand. I think it was... I think if you wanted to make it more focused around the idea of her having auras on, you would probably do impulse draw X, where X is 1 plus the number of auras attached to Igni. Then it becomes more focused around how many auras you actually have, but it is still like... It feels awkward, but I don't think it feels broken. You could do auras you control, yeah, which would free you up to do more of like a generic Naya Enchantress game plan. Regardless, I think you could clean up the first paragraph. I think the second paragraph has to change. I think this being impulse draw 3 cards with no other stuff on it is just already what the card will become. It'll just be like, okay, I swing my commander, I draw 3 cards. I put any aura on them, or I put any equipment on them, or I just even have like a banner. Right? If you curve into Flowering of the White Tree on the way to playing Igni, it becomes pick up 5 cards because I swung. So I think that is what has to change. You could orient it around auras you control, auras that are attached to Igni, yada yada yada. But it should be something like that. All right. Let's hit another level 1 mission. What the fuck is Sunshine in the Thicket? All right, whatever. We'll do it. This is level 1. We want to keep leveling our schmedium tanks right now. We have Sharks to be an antiquarian, so this can be a money run. We have Cow also on tank, but let's get Sheep Avenger. Let's get a lot of the newbies out here. And then I think the last one can still be Bat. Oh, we're still windowed. Thank you, Fluffles. I appreciate you. And now Mistora has hit the custom card redeem, so back to windowed mode. Now we get to look at the horny art. Sadu, Heaven's Flame, 4 mana Mardu, 3/2. Whenever Sadu attacks, you may exile any number of target instant or sorcery cards with total mana value less than or equal to Sadu, Heaven's Flame power from your graveyard. Copy those cards. You may cast the copies without paying their mana costs. If Sadu would die, you may instead pay X life, where X is Sadu's power, and put a +1/+1 counter on Sadu, and she gains indestructible until end of turn. Immediately no. Immediately no. Like, exile removal is becoming more common in Commander. It is not common enough for you to go, actually, if they would die, they don't. Fuck you, by the way. I think the only hope you have to balance this is if they would die, you may pay X life, where X is Sadu's power. Put a -1/-1 counter. I think that is closer. I think the problem with it is it still just becomes, rather than doing anything interesting with the first paragraph, you just use her as a triple dip for aristocrat stuff. But we can't have... They have a really good payoff for being strong, and if you try to kill them, they get stronger. We have to have some take with all this give. Put a +1/+1, but it has defender? No, then the commander just totally stops working. Alright, Darebrand, go get yourself a nap. Thank you for coming by the stream, my friend. But yeah, I think if you want her to and this is, again, I know nothing about Final Fantasy. But if you want her to reincarnate, mechanically the reincarnation should be a -1/-1 counter, or tap and put a stun counter on. It just can't be a +1/+1 counter. Local girl gets thicker every time you shoot her is not a premise we can start from. But you could do... But you could definitely do tap her, put a stun counter on. Because then it would slow down your ability to swing her. Would it work with +1/-1? +1/-1 is more interesting for sure. You could try that. You could try +1/-1. I think it's still immediately criminal activity, but you could at least attempt it. We just have to make it so that attempting to loop the second half of the card does kill it. Alright, back to the dungeons. Yeah, we will try to deal with infected corpses. It's been a long fucking time since I went into the Wield. I feel like Blight's important. I don't know. I feel like all this bullshit is important and I have an antiquarian, so who cares? That's how I feel. It all matters, but I have a capitalist in my party, so who gives a fuck? New prediction is out. Let's get it going.
Excise the fungal tumors, and the land may yet live.
I am going to remember that the antiquarian must loot. Can you give a brief explanation of Darkest Dungeon? Yes, Luxanu. Darkest Dungeon is a action RPG roguelike dating simulator, race car simulator, truck simulator, real-time strategy, MOBA, card game deck builder. Realistically, it is just you have a team of adventurers, you are sending them in to clear out a dungeon. They die quite often. I haven't been around the streams for a while, but I can see Mald has gotten very good at the game, as evidenced by the purchase of more than one shovel. True, Ripple, I did forget it is a physics sim sandbox. Oh, hell yeah, we have a quest location to get to. Dog! Sheep Avenger, you dumb motherfucker. We cannot be acting like this. We cannot be acting like this. Oh, what the fuck are these skills, bro? Okay, we dodging. We dodging. And a dating sim Persona 5, as we described earlier. Those are critical to understanding the game. Very true, Alec, man. Thank you for catching that. Fight these fools. Let me turn streamer mode back on. Okay, you have truly criminal abilities. Will you bleed? You fucking won't. That's so embarrassing, man. Die.
Eradicated.
No, I unstreamer moded because I couldn't match whoever redeemed a custom card with who submitted it in Discord, and then it just started booping. I was ghost discording everybody. My fault, guys. My fault. Can y'all stop taking turns? White Tiger, thank you for the tier 1 Twitch sub for the 4th month in a row. Hey boss, finally made it out of work and I'm glad I could make it to stream. May I ask as to what has happened in this darkest dungeon? I think since last time you were here, we've killed Wolf, we lost one of our A-team members, and other than that, we are now just trying to rebuild our mid-tier tanks. We're not at a big deficit of damage dealers, but we are in a big deficit of having level 3 and 4 frontliners. Bitch, get back in front. B-Man Burr, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Oh yeah, Zoria, question about obscure mechanics. I really don't know is the thing. Because previously for this question, I was like, oh, I want us to get cooler stuff to do with ninjutsu. But I don't know if we really... I don't really feel like that's a obscure mechanic. What do these dice do? Jester only. Who gives a fuck about that, dude? Platypus, there is some chance. I will say that is the type of move you absolutely cannot do for free. I'm gonna kill you, dog. I'm gonna kill you, dog. But yeah, Platypus, if you want to be directly upgraded into a better character, that is absolutely a money thing. Delvagore, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hi, I'm all to have some money. That's the type of teamwork and gumption I'd love to see from somebody who's going to make it out of their internship alive. Welcome to Dog Heaven, Delvagore.
Destroyed.
Rat PDT, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub, my friend. Welcome to Dog Heaven. Yeah, Zilla, you're doing good. You're crashing out on these fools. You will get a second chance. But yeah, Alec, please repost that rant topic. Or post it for the first time, if you had not posted it before. Okay, Nathiator, thank you for the 20 gifted community subs. I would be so much louder, but I can hear Z actively attempting to record a take in the other room, so I'm going to attempt to keep it cool. But you my goat. Who you want? What do you want to be? You be whatever. I'll give you anything. That's incredibly generous. Thank you so much, Nathiator. Welcome to at least the B team. A team still has to be earned, but you are immediately on the B team. Immediately, no questions asked. God damn. I'm gonna close my door so I can be a little bit louder. I want to show a card if I can. Absolutely, Nathiator. As long as it's not like porn art, but absolutely you may. Drop it in Dear Maldhound.
Destroy them all.
Oh, yo, why is our antiquarian dying? Yeah, hell yeah, sheep. Alright. Back in my good graces. Back in my good graces with that. Stop doing this shit, man. And then Rat Colony, thank you for the random smasher pass and the drink water.
A faint hope blossoms.
Fuck that guy. type shitzilla. Okay, we don't have room for everything. I only have one set of food, which kind of... Oh, I don't want to be wasting my herbs on this.
As the light gains purchase,
I have enough crest. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. But yeah, Nathiater, hit me with those cards, and then Alec hit me with that rant. But Nathiater, thank you so much. 20 subs? We do that shit mid-mission. 20 subs is crazy work. Melania, Blade of Mikola. A 5-mana Jund 4/4 first strike lifelink rot 1. Whenever a creature dies, if its toughness is less than 1, its controller loses 3 life and you draw a card. When Melania dies, return it to the battlefield transformed. Alright, so I'm going to need the back half of this for sure. I know the rot keyword. It's, on combat damage, put a -1/-1 counter on each of up to N target creatures that player controls. So, as much as I want to glaze you for gifting 20 subs, what I have to get your ass about is we have seen this type of card before, and a creature letting you draw a card because its toughness was less than 1 immediately fucks up the function. Instantly, the deck just becomes... okay, this shit now replaces itself, and my deck is just all -X cards, and I just run oops all removal, which is a... It's terrible. It's terrible for the function. Is this, but in Jund, which is fucked up. Nathiater, if you post it in a different channel, that should be fine. We slow-moded Dear Maldhound just to try to keep conversations on topic. Like, there is at least precedent. But I don't know if I can... I mean, I'm dating Massacre Girl, so I'm definitely biased. I don't know if I can really stand on business of, like, this being meaningfully worse than this effect. Okay, in toxic community, I'm trying to find... I will now attempt to dig through my own Discord to find this post. Tox General, perfect. Thank you, my goat. Backside, flying first strike lifelink rot 4. On ETB, destroy all creatures with toughness lower than their base toughness, then each opponent loses life equal to the amount of creatures destroyed. Okay, so you've at least solved the problem of the front side by making the back side way fucking better. So 5 mana, I sacrifice this for value. ETB, I probably board wipe nothing. Or I could board wipe everything if I had just have like a banner on field. I think it's pretty good and probably just becomes a feels bad card. But in bracket 3, bracket 4 tables, or with a playgroup that you know isn't going to be salty, you can probably get something going here. Autostopista, rot is a custom keyword that means on combat damage, you can put a -1/-1 counter on up to N creatures, where it's rot N. So rot 4 means on damage, you can put a -1/-1 counter on up to 4 creatures. I mean, Nath, you might be able to keep the front side, because, like, Wizards printed the front side. And this hasn't, like, taken over tables completely. I think it's just the front side, depending on the deck. Like, if you were going to print this, some people could absolutely use the front side as just, fuck it, I'm never flipping her. I'm just using her as a card draw engine. Four creatures controlled by the defending player. I do think it should have first strike, just for thematic reasons. I think first strike is very, very appropriate. So yeah, I think it's cool. I think a 5/5 with flying first strike lifelink is already pretty fucking good. And so you might want to lower the stats a little bit, because before we even put card draw on it, before we put a conditional board wipe on it, having just a big fuck you creature with flying first strike lifelink and then additional custom upside is already pretty goddamn nice. Jonovic X, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Then Elikman's rant was, how would you, hold on, let me go back to Darkest Dungeon. How would you redesign Eski Teemer's Roar in a way that is actually interesting while still maintaining Power Matters as a mechanical callback to the original Tarkir block? Since Power Matters, specifically having a creature with Power 4+, was Teemer's clan mechanic during the original block. With love in my heart, I legitimately do not think you can do it. I think Teemir Power Matters is so difficult to make interesting because there are just too many generically good cards in the archetype. Like, we have drilled as deep as the well goes for Teemir Power Matters. You can make things that are good, you can make things that are fair. I don't think you can make anything approaching interesting. The thing I like the most about Eski is that Teemir players who are just trying to do number go up simulator will win incidentally. That is a good thing for the world. People need to die eventually. I don't think you can make it happen in a way that is like cool, because it's just too good as a archetype. For casual, not for high power. Funky Fresh Fish Frank, thank you for the Prime sub for the 11th month in a row. So excited you're working with Decked Out. I hope good things keep coming your way, man. I am too. Thank you. I think the podcast should be good. We are filming again today, so that should be fun. Genovic X, thank you for the Prime sub, my friend. Welcome to the dog home. I appreciate that generosity very much. All right, let's finish this dungeon. Let's let Zilla continue to carry. I am so glad I brought shovels.
A victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Okay, troubling effigy. Holy water has to work on this. Yeah. Ooh, positive quirk. Fuck yeah. Absolutely, Mastora. Thank you for sharing it with us. So we only have to get one more corpse. We have 4 rooms both ways, but at least this is a straight path.
Finding the stuff is only the first
Okay.
test.
Down to our last. No more shovels, actually. That's kind of rough, but we can still camp. Oh, all right. Last corpse. And we get a surprise round off. Fuck yeah. Can these bleed? Not really.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
I prayed for days like this to a God I did not believe in. Who let the dogs out indeed? Who let the dogs out indeed? Hell yeah, fuck those guys. Oh, but now I have to, god damn it, now I have to cut through their dumb corpses. Why do they hate you, sharks? Like, legitimately, I have had this type of luck with Vestals before. I do not think I have ever had an antiquarian who got hated on this hard, this precisely. Voice of Madness, please post your rant request in the chat. My rant, what IP do you want as full standard legal Universes Beyond set?
Obliterated.
Emotionally, the answer is Bleach. However, I feel like it would be too difficult and it would force me to become a Voltron player, which might make me quit Magic, and so I don't think it can be Bleach. I do think my next one would be a full Stormlight Archives Universes Beyond, which I do think we could get because Brandon Sanderson is a known Magic lover. He even got a reveal card for Final Fantasy, so I know that motherfucker would be about it, and I do think the universe is expansive enough that we could do Stormlight. Alright, so Wield has to be just like fucking 4 shovels every time. I just want more treasure before we go.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles.
I do not want a Song of Ice and Fire, Ethel. I don't think we can give I don't fucking think we can give George R.R. Martin another reason to not finish that series. Electric Eagle, thank you for the Prime sub, my friend. Welcome to the dog home. Thank you for those Jeffrey dollars. Didn't Brandon Sanderson say something along the lines that he would like to, but his work is not high profile enough for Wizards? I have not heard that, but I do not keep up with Brandon Sanderson news. That is very possible. I do think his work will be high profile enough. Okay, we're not going past another fucking shovel thing. We're going to the secret room. I'm not shovel checking this goddamn group again. Well, Dragoon, the thing of not high profile, even though it would be cheaper rights, not high profile means less likely to get a full set. You might get like a limited drop.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Oh my god, sharks. You fucking beauty. You absolute fucking beauty. Yeah, we're done with the food. Who cares? We're eating trapezoids, dog.
Hard work may yet arrest this plague.
Oh, 15 G's. Everybody, and oh my god, and you're sober. That's actually fucking fat as hell. Okay, so we're going back to the Wield for the next quest. Our Vestal is lost on a fucking bender. We are full, so we cannot recruit anybody new. Do we have... We could get damage, lose dodge. I don't think we need the Crusader thing. Yeah, hey, you know what? You can't be diseased anymore. I demand it. We have to get this off-guard shit gone. Jeez. Hey, you've earned it. What can I say, Sharks? You've earned it. Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. Tanners, thank you for the tier 1 Twitch sub. Welcome to the dog home for the 2nd month in a row, my friend. Allie, I think you're dead. Yeah, you got cooked. I do believe again. I do believe it happened again, buddy. Grumpy Dragoon, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub, my friend. Welcome to Dog Heaven. Oh yeah, Eris was trying to solo clutch a mission, and you were one of the last to die. So we want to go back to Wield. We can fight a hag. Do we have the team members to do a good hag fight? We have Zilla, who's right on the cusp of 3. I fucking put Sheep Avenger in the drunk tank. So probably not. Who else? Genzinator also needs some experience. Dirty also needs some experience. Book of Holiness is terminally fine. We probably want to do Wield. I'll bring a leper. I'll let the leper try that out, and then... Oh, but our goddamn Antiquarian and our goddamn Vestal's missing. And Dragoon is too fucking high level to accept this. How much to request a Hellion on the next time it's available? Ali, I would recommend you don't spend money on that because we legitimately have too many Hellions in the party, and so I probably wouldn't take them just on basis of we have to level the tanks we have rather than bringing new tanks in. Okay, so I probably do short if I have to do it without a healer. And if I have to do it without a healer, then I guess fuck it, Darebrained can come. We're not doing Moonring, but we can give you some prot. Actually, no, we don't want prot. You need to have accuracy. Yeah. Oh, we can't double accuracy. God fucking damn it. So we give you some accuracy, you have accuracy. Darebrain needs something. Give you bleed chance and accuracy. Give you scouting chance. And surprise chance, yeah. I do feel like Darkest Dungeon could be legitimate UB material. Might be biased because my Stagecoach commander spam, but the aesthetics fit. There's a bunch of possible creatures and spells. I think it could be. They could try to do like stress counters as the unique mechanic for that set. I think that's more of a is the money right question than a does it fit question. Alright. Oh yeah, Squid, I could have done Abomination rank 3.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
That was a victory. So we get payout, we do new prediction. Same prediction. And now, oh god damn it. Oh well, at least it is very short.
A fortune.
What skills does Darebrand have? They have Harvest and Slice Off. Fine, I guess. Fucking Espiritu Santo, bro. Toke McBong, thank you for the Twitch follow. Welcome to the doghouse, my friend. Thank you for those Jeffrey dollars for the 4th month in a row. I am honestly appalled at myself for bringing the Bleed Jester into the fucking Cove. Hell yeah, got him.
Destroy them all.
Hell yeah, got him, GG's. Alright, chop this man. Oh, pretty good.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Okay. That's decent. Hey, a treasure battle? Fuck yeah, that's my type of stuff. That's my type of behavior.
A match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Oh, fuck this guy, man. But my goons are very surprising. I think we just hit you really hard. I think we just hit you super fucking hard. Hell yeah, Darebrain.
Wakes.
Oh, I think we one-turned this guy. Holy shit. Good job, team.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
That guy just dissolved into a pool of blood. Amazing.
Such a
Never mind.
terrible
God
assault
damn it, Dirty.
cannot be left unanswered.
Why can't we just ever get a win? Why do we have to... Why do we always have to qualify it with you immediately getting hit for 1,000,000 damage?
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. A trifling
We did get a bandage.
but a
We
victory
don't have an
nonetheless.
antiquarian. Okay, we're getting a lot of heirlooms, but we're not making any fucking money. Okay, Zilla can almost become a new frontliner. As long as we keep your stress low, we can probably send you back at... Fuck, I forgot to torch up for this. Oh. God damn it. Never mind. Zilla's here to clutch. Never mind.
Faint hope blossoms.
Hell yeah, Darebrand. Talk your shit. Talk your shit, little buddy.
Confidence
Alright,
surges
eat that
as the
guy.
enemy crumbles.
And there's Dirty just getting stabbed in the fucking head.
Obliterated.
Alright, hell yeah.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay, that's good for money. Let's shove some biscuits in your wounds. God damn it. Bro just wants to die.
Wait. Unsprung and thirsting for blood.
I'm so fucking happy I undid the debuff. Alright, we're finally attacking anybody but Dirty.
successfully executed.
Okay, I think we get the... Oh, we just barely don't get the grouper off of that. Oh, but we can do that. Now... Oh, yeah, now we get everybody. This team's cooking a little bit.
Eradicated.
Like, Dirty is just getting punched in the fucking skull over and over. But that is kind of the leper job. And their damage output is pretty sweet.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Yeah, we do not need a healer if we just unheal them very, very quickly. If we get hit by, like... I don't think the Shamblers in the Cove... I don't know if I've seen the Cove's version of random fuck you enemy. Because I've seen the Collector, I've seen the Shambler. I don't think I've run into whatever does that shit in the Cove, and I don't think I want to. Okay, Trap has come up. Houndmaster is normally the guy for that, yeah. The Siren was a boss shade. I don't think the Siren is a... I mean, maybe the Siren is a, like, respawning mini-boss, and I just don't know. But the Siren previously was a thing where we chose a mission to go fight them. Please heal this dumbass. Thank you, game. Oh, geez, it really is just all fucking shovels in the Cove.
Otherworldly corruption.
Okay. I mean, yeah, straight up, I think Zilla, body them. Hell yeah. That's also fine, because apparently you just refuse to get hit. Oh! No, this team is evil. This team is fucking evil. We just have to have Zilla stand in front, because Zilla knows how to sidestep.
Foolish horrors. Brought low.
Does anybody have room for this? No. What can we get rid of? I'm not going to dump the key. I'm going to dump the holy water. Damn, it really is just the fucking farthest room at the top of the tallest tower. Good job, buddy. You're doing your best, man. Just, hey, try not to distract the hard workers, okay?
The light, the promise of safety.
Oh, that's insult to injury that they put a fucking altar in here. Oh, hey, look, you can get a little buff for the rest of the dungeon, dumbass. I should have... Actually, this fight might be long enough. God damn it, dog. Anyway, I was saying I probably should have reset Zilla to let them reuse Breakthrough. But this fight might go enough rounds that I don't want them to have the damage debuff on. I don't know, bite their dicks off, Axe? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Axe. You see this? This is how we would do the hippos. Okay, solid. Also very solid. Ugh. If it bleeds, I guess.
Decimated.
Zilla wants out of the fucking C team. Zilla is just sprinting for the fucking A team.
And insidious killer.
Get rid of the food. Get the fuck out of here.
The pungent odor abates. The things are driven back for a time.
Alright, Zilla, level 3. Level 3, a disease we don't care about, and took basically no stress. Dope as hell. Yeah, you've gone crazy today. You've gone from, I think...
From the Abbey, the system
You've gone from, I believe, level 1 untested to, like, 3 missions today, in which you were putting up some of the best damage numbers and just refusing to get hit. We don't have room to accept anybody new. I think it is probably time for us to try to make one of the level 3 things work. So we will give you your upgrades. We will give Troper their upgrades. So what's our team going to be? I think I'm going to send Riffle dupes on this. So I think the team is going to be Zilla. Zilla and Dragoon in the front. Zelder dealing damage in the back. And then Riffle in the middle. Although that is pretty weak from a healing standpoint. So I think what I probably have to give Riffle is this new heal bullshit. And then the healing... Oh no! Because Zelda can heal as well, actually. Okay, so Zelda and Riffle are both going to heal. Zilla is our frontliner. Dragoon is our other frontliner. So we want to give him probably this camo cloak, and we just have them both dodge tank. So we can't give them... Yeah, fucking risk it for the biscuit. You know, Riffle, I am won over by that point of we shouldn't have you heal. We should just have you spam your dodge ability. So we probably just reduce your stress. I feel like that's the... Maybe we increase your healing received. Yeah, let's increase your healing received. And that way, Titties... or Zelda can take the Berserk Charm and can also take the heal thing. Yeah. Alright, so let's go find a level 3 mission that'll be appropriate. Maya's Ma has sent in a custom card. We also, the pre-roll demons are about to come back. So I am going to hit a manual ad break, and then we're going to do this custom card and do a final skills check before we bomb out on this veteran mission. Ooh, Brawler's Gloves is crazy, so we're almost certainly doing this Cove mission. Let me pull the team I already called out into position. So Zilla's going to be in front. And then Riffle is going to be there. Great. Manual ad break coming in. I'm going to go use the bathroom. Then we're going to do Maya's card. Alright. Let's pull up this custom card shit. We got 45 seconds left in the ad break. Maybe just enough time for me to fix the scenes before everybody comes back. Where's Dear Maldhound? I'm so good at this shit. Okay. 23 seconds remaining. Never fucking mind. What is happening in chat? Okay, buddy Vicodin. Is that like a House MD offshoot of Better Call Saul? Because I know the Okay Buddy Chicanery subreddit from Better Call Saul. Or are we talking about mouse bites? That disturbs me. I don't like that y'all talking about mice biting people. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, it is a House MD circle jerk. Okay. So exactly what I thought. Maya's Ma custom card. Kind of a dark inspiration, but I felt this moment too much in a game to pass it by. This is a card inspired by the feeling of losing someone and chasing after them into the city's welcoming lights below. Colorless land. Whenever you sacrifice a non-token permanent, target creature gains tap, sack this creature, add 1 mana of any color. I like the energy. I worry we're giving the Aristocrats players another loop. This feels like... Because stay with me, if you do the classical, like, Blood Artist, Forsaken Miner, have this land, sack Forsaken Miner. This trigger will go on the stack, but so will Blood Artists. You target somebody, you commit a crime, you bring Forsaken Miner back to field. Oh, but they don't have haste to tap for black again. So because it's tap, maybe that does help it a bit. If you have a haste enabler though. Yeah, but then we're on like 4 cards to make it loop, which I think is safe enough to not be broken. So I think it's actually okay. So then I actually like this quite a bit. I would not use it myself because I don't really play Aristocrats. But yeah, good job. Kaiju, I am doing pretty good. How are you doing, my friend? We about to ball out on this dungeon. I'll tell you that much for free. What are we doing? Yeah, Ancestors Relics. We're going to get the Brawler's Gloves. We have Zilla ready to go. We have this fucking Occultist ready to go. So I'm going to dump Artillery for Weakening Curse. Straight up, I think I dumped the Stab to pull. Yeah, and then all he does is set up targets for Zilla. Yeah. Speed Tray, I am talking about... Oh, the Secret Lair spoilers. We haven't talked about those. If we talk about them, it will be next Tuesday. Tuesdays are when we do all of the spoiler new stuff talk. How about a room card, except one artifact and one enchantment, and both they make the art enchantment. I think you could do that, but the text required would be so onerous that it probably wouldn't be worth it. I don't think it would add enough for the fucking paragraph you would have to stick onto that thing. We have an antiquarian, so we can afford to spend all our money so long as we win. If anything goes wrong, I'm blaming the occultist preemptively, so it can't be my fault. Honestly, you're right. Like, we're gonna run the prediction. Most of the team members, if they fuck up, will be blameless, because I am going to blame it on the occultist as a class. I will call this, we have moved on from the fuck up loser no damage team to this is an official B team mission.
Recover these lost
Thank you, Squid.
shipments of
Appreciate you coming by. Sleep well, my friend.
prevent them from falling into even less
So we're on
scrupulous
relics.
hands.
Fuckity fucking fuck on a truck. Alright, who can trap disarm? It's not you. Nobody. Well, Zilla, you're the tank. Hell yeah, Zilla. Clutch. Grumpy, absolutely the fuck not. You gotta earn PPE on this job. Jesus.
Clarified in a single strike.
That is not... Why are we being mean to the person with the bow? The person with the bow can be mean too, you fucking assholes. You fuck... We're cooked. We are instantly fucking cooked. Kill that guy. I'm just gonna take that guy out.
Them no quarter. The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Please just heal with me. I'll crit for 12 and not bleed the Arbalest. Alright, Dragoon. Alright, Dragoon. You confident in that. You ready to take this mission all on your shoulders? I will heal about you. I'm gonna speak a little more softly when I refer to you, Dragoon. That's my apologies. I did not recognize your game. I did not recognize what you were on. Okay. Do your thing. Do your thing. Ignatius11, thank you for the prime sub for the 4th month in a row. Just me paying my Bant player reparations. I appreciate it. Physician, heal thyself. Jesus. Sorry, did I say we were cooked? Never happened. Never fucking happened. I think Riffle can get... Oh, we didn't get 3 blight on it. God damn it. I should have read, because it said 2 points of blight.
Confidence surges as the enemy.
That occultist went to medical school. The sole occultist who has been to medical school. That was fucking insane.
Destroy them all.
Yeah, I'll take that. I came in with spreadsheets and donuts today. It's Friday and I got my graphic tee on. Yeah, you went crazy on that one.
Glittering gold,
Why is there so much money in the dead fish?
paid for in blood.
Alright, fuck the holy water. Fuck the bandages. Alec, man, thank you for the 5 gifted tier 1 subs, my friend. I can only imagine. This is on behalf of some custom cards, but thank you very much for that generosity. I appreciate you. Oh, right. We have to fucking... Oh, inventory management is gonna suck on this one. I mean, Smokey, it is going to hurt my soul how much I have to drop, but having the antiquarian on the mission to begin with is, you know, I would rather see the money and be forced to put it down than I would never see the money in the first place. Hold on. I have to, like, I'm about to have to do the dumbest shit ever. Okay, it does say quest location. It's still, I want to impress upon everybody, this is still windowed on my monitor. The text about what rooms are there is not available to me. So I have to go into my OBS and watch myself through OBS to see where the quest location is. I'm going to go ahead and duck those 3 battles. It's like no reason. I know, hey Dragoon, I know you can handle it. What's up, MLG Mom Doer? Great name. But yeah, like all of the money we have to drop is made up for by the fact that we have 3 rare antiques we otherwise would never have seen. Okay, bitches, why are we going... Thank you. Actually get yopped on, dog. Skip your fuck-ass turns. Get yopped on. Let's get up to the front. Talk your shit up here, okay? Talk your shit up here. I made a mistake. I should have had Zelda shoot you just in the back of the class. Nah, we just make everybody dodge. I refuse to believe Dragoon is capable of feeling stress. Yeah, not possible. You talking to the wrong bitch right now. Get up to the front, actually. Get up here. Come talk to me. Come talk to me in person. What are you talking about? Get dodged on. I'm smoking that fucking Elden Ring dodge roll pack, brother. You cannot handle this business. I don't know anything about this game, but I hope you don't have to face Cthulhu. Jacob, I don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure the point of this game is facing Cthulhu. But thank you for your kind wishes. Hey, you know what, man? Fuck your bitch ass. Nice prot, loser. Never mind, it's still working pretty good. Ooh, can't give me. Can't give me. Bosch, you should do a Dracula Flow Magic Edition. Lemon, you are like the 5th person to try to trick me into doing white boy rapping. The other 4 have failed, and so too shall you. But good try, though. Alright, we're just gonna curse you. Hello, D Glover. I hope you're having a good day, my friend. I think we just keep debuffing this dumbass. Does this stack? Holy fuck, it does. You're almost dead. The antiquarian has no fucking hope of killing you, though. So I'll just keep dodge stacking.
The blood quickens.
Yeah. There we go. Fuck yeah. Okay, what can't we fit?
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Yeah, I think we're leaving those behind.
A fortune waiting.
I only had one saltine prep for you, boss, because saltines are surprisingly tough to make. I mean, true shit, Alec, but I appreciate it.
Finding the stuff is only the
Okay,
first
who
test.
can do traps?
Now it must be carried home.
Okay, so we have quest location. It may not be a fight.
Victory.
It's not. God bless. I'm going to drop the venom. So now we have a lot of ground to cover. And we're not sure where the next quest location is.
Another
Thank God I
malware,
bought all these fucking
another
shovels.
misfortune.
Thank God I bought all these fucking shovels. I'm dumping food. Dumping food for the money right now.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Kill that man. Fuck yes. MLG, so we operate off the genie backseating principle, which is if you are going to give me a tip, if it is not information I have already been exposed to, please give it in the form of a riddle. You cannot just give me straight up advice, as this is a blind playthrough, so we kind of want to witness the difficulty of me muddling through the game on my own.
How quickly the tide turns.
That's some tough bullshit that happened with the swap arounds. Oh, okay. They're just gonna push. Never. Why would you dodge that one? Dope. Fuck that. So close. Get up here. Okay, so they can stop the move effect too. That is good to know, and just does suck a little tiny bit. Yes, and it does not count if you just give clear advice in rhyme scheme. Which again, I'm not asking you to go to all that trouble. If you're like, wow, that sounds hard, don't do it. I'll be okay. If I get fucked up, it'll be funny.
Unforgiving.
We will move you. Get fucking weakening cursed on, actually. Nice stats. What was that? What was that text line? Bro hawked a loogie.
Impressive.
Insane crit. Him speaking in an elder tongue or French. Jesus, Zelda's going crazy on it. Naturally, that's a hard line.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I believe I'm not having an antiquarian tank. Who cares? Whoa. Oh shit, this is the quest. Okay. Fucking simple as. Now what do we drop for it? Probably the herbs. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna stack up some fucking paper. I think the emerald is the next least valuable thing I have. Oh, and we got a map. Secret room, bro. Secret room. Make this key I'm holding on to worth it. This game fucking sucks, man. Fucking bullshit game. Alright, yeah, one more fight. We bust in. We get the treasure. We dump. Oh no. I may have made a slight error. Never mind, we back. Zilla's got it. Never mind. I ain't hearing shit about anything. Die, bitch. Actually, you know what? You come up to the front, actually. Come to the front of the class. Let's talk. Get this man far away from me. No, it's very important to prevent that person from getting a hit off. Solid dodge. Solid dodge. Zilla doesn't give a fuck about your dumbass claw. Weakening curse immediately. Please stop. Whatever you're doing. Desist. Okay. 6 ain't too bad. 6 ain't too bad. We will be dodging it up now. Okay, 2 is nothing. And we got bleed resist because that's how the team moves. Weakening curse. Please stop. Dodge it up. Get him out of here.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Okay, Zilla I think could conceivably hit for 18 here. Oh shit. Or 8. Or yeah, just forget to carry the 1. Stop going after Riffle. Riffle didn't do anything. Fuck yeah. Okay, fuck crab people, dude. No chance. For unrelated reasons, Riffle Dupes is going to cower behind Zilla for the rest of this fight. Get him. Okay. Okay. Hey, 4, no bleed. That's actually... Honestly, Occultist is fully redeemed in my eyes. Incredible performance. Occultists are good now. Jesus Christ, Zilla just refuses to have anything go wrong.
This expedition at least promises success.
Unlocked. Oh, I didn't have the goddamn antiquarian loot this. Fucking bullshit, man. Alright, we take it home. Okay, so Riffles for Bad Gambler. Perfect. Okay, Zelda's a fucking alcoholic now. We get a free weapon upgrade. So first... No. Does anybody, like, really need their stress relief? Dirty, you can go drink. Zilla's actually disturbingly unstressed. Zilla was fucking born for this shit. Grumpy can go drink. That was a pretty profitable week. Oh yeah, we do need to deal with Sheep fucking investigating everything. Okay. We have some custom cards to deal with, and Bream Stream has hit us with a random smasher pass. So let's get into these custom cards. Card design notes from Alec Man. I just wanted to make a Rakdos Enchantress commander because it's bullshit that red doesn't have good constellation cards. Alright, Roflane, Herald of Ashen Night, a 3-mana 2/3 with lifelink. Whenever Roflane or another enchantment you control enters, Roflane deals X damage to any target where X is the highest mana value among enchantments you control. To tap, for tapping and sacrificing an enchantment with mana value X, return enchantment card with mana value X+1 from graveyard to field, activate only once each turn. I think that's pretty criminally fair. Yeah. That's a solid Saltine. Eris, we're gonna do yours. Birthing Pot effect out of graveyard. Birthing Pot effect out of graveyard only is pretty reasonable. X damage to any target where you already have to control the thing, also very reasonable. It does gain you the life since Roflane is doing it, which is like kind of a weird amount of life gain for Rakdos to have, but it's not totally unheard of. So yeah, I like this. Quite solid. Would not be surprised to see something like this get designed. Untapping it definitely matters. Alright, and then we have Stormcast Annihilator. Design notes. This is my second Age of Sigmar custom card. Wanted to capture the idea that this unit on the tabletop can be outfitted with either a shield or a big two-handed hammer, so I gave it a modal ETB. So it can either enter with a shield counter or ping something when it enters. When it dies, exile it with 3 time counters and it gains suspend. I think that's pretty reasonable. I do think it's... I think much like the other one, it feels a bit too weak. It feels like the... instead of dying it gets 3 time counters is eating up a lot of the power budget, even though in most realistic situations it being gone for 3 turns is too long for it to matter. Like straight up, I think it might be better to make it more expensive and have it enter with either an indestructible counter or a double strike counter. If we want to appropriately capture comes in as a defender or comes in as a big damage dealer. Double strike is kind of tough because double strike can be a defensive keyword because it prevents damage from getting through to you. That is true. That may just make it like, it would just fucking ruin draft if you could play a 5 mana 4/5 with double strike that came back in a few turns. So I'm unsure, but shield counter or ping one thing for 4 does not feel good enough for a 5. Although it does have flash too. But who the fuck is holding up 5 mana in Boros? You have achieved definitely not broken. Big hammers are trampley, but the thing is if you give a 5 mana 4/5 trample, everybody just laughs at you. Like the giving it trample is the most thematic thing, but giving it trample does not appropriately capture the flavor of making it good at fighting in my eyes, because giving it trample just means like, haha, you're still bad because you have 4 power, dumbass. Like green has a 5/5/8 has a 5 mana 8/8. So my thinking is like, if we were giving Boros a 5 mana rare to try to contest green's 5 mana 8/8, if it had double strike, it would at least trade with the 5 mana 8/8. If it has trample, it just fucking sucks. Alright, next we're going to do Aristime's card, Express Train to Hell, a 4 mana artifact. Two things. This is an awful bad, no good, stinky card, and ticket counter should say hour counter on the ability. Okay. At the beginning of each player's end step, untap Express Train to Hell and put an hour counter on it. Then if it has 4 or more hour counters on it, remove all of them from it. If you do, the player whose turn it is loses half their life and sacrifices half the creatures they control, each rounded up. Tap, remove an hour counter from Express Train to Hell, draw a card. Any player may activate this ability. Activate only as a sorcery. I'm going to assume that the way this is worded, it draws a card for the controller of Express Train to Hell, because otherwise this is a very normal, like, group hug. Everybody gets to draw a card on their turn type of thing. But this does become a, yeah, kind of funny. It's a hot potato situation. But I think it does become... They can choose not to draw a card to try and fuck somebody else up, but I think because it gets one every end step, the timing of it works out such that once this has 3 hour counters on it, it just reads every turn you tap this and draw a card. Like, it's kind of, it's almost interesting. Honestly, the way to make this even stinkier and better is... Oh yeah, only untaps on the controller's upkeep. Then... Well then, does it even do anything? Right, yeah, because, sorry, in my head it was one of the, like, you pass it and you untap it every turn. If it only untaps on your turn... Oh no, you untap at every end step. Yeah. It untaps every end step. So, okay, anyway, that returns us to the original problem of, as soon as it has 3 hour counters on it, everybody just uses it on their turn, and there's no real interesting hot potato play going on. It's just now we all have to activate this artifact every turn. I feel like the way to make it better, which will make it stinkier, but will make it useful, is to have it be a 1d4. Because that way people could think about rolling the dice. Or maybe like a flip a coin, add 1 or 2 counters. But I feel like making the number of counters non-deterministic, that's why it's stinky. It's only punishing people who forget about the card. I think that's morally wrong, because a hallmark of a casual game is allowing people to do, like, basic takebacks. There are stinky cards that are funny. I think being stinky like that, it could be funny in certain playgroups. For the most part, it's just like, what if I was your mom about triggers? Right, but it's not. There's morally wrong and funny, and there's morally wrong and kind of boring. And I feel like this is. I feel like this is morally wrong in the same way that, like, exorbitant taxation is morally wrong. It's not morally wrong in a way that is cool or super villainy. It's morally wrong in a way that just goes like, oh, come on, man, we do takebacks all the time. Are you really gonna fucking hold me to the goddamn lose half? Helios, their design notes mentioned ticket counters is supposed to be hour counters. So the tap ability interacts with the hour counter thing on the first hand. As always, your playgroup is the ultimate judge. This effect is 1 out of 10, maybe 0 out of 10 for me. Then Smokey has also sent one in. 4 mana, the Engineer. Human Artificer with no stat line. For 2 mana and tap, you can make a 2/4 legendary artifact creature token with this creature must block if able. For 3 and a tap, a dispenser that can give other things double strike. And for 5 mana, a legendary teleporter with sacrifice. You may cast your next creature card this turn without paying its mana cost. This would almost be interesting, but we definitely got the color pie wrong. Like, turn a 5 mana thing into a free spellcast is not... That's not that weird. Doing it for creature spells specifically in blue is incorrect. And calling it a teleporter instead of, like... Extruder wouldn't be the right type of machine. But there's some sort of, like, creation machine that this could be, where teleporter seems weird. Yeah, like a blue teleporter screams to me you blink something. Giving stuff... Making an artifact token that can give stuff double strike is kind of interesting. I worry about the costing on it. Unblockable is more on blue's bag. The sentry thing is totally normal. But this is like a Bant card. Like if you put this in... Anyway, if you made this card 1 mana and then a white, a blue, and a green, or a red, a blue, and a green, minimum this type of effect you want green, and then you want white or you want red to justify the double strike, then it becomes less weird. And then I just don't know enough about the costing of double strike to super judge it. And then from here, I think that is where we are going to end. Oh no, we have random smasher passes. Then we will end the stream. I think this has been a relatively successful series of missions. So we will get out of here while we are ahead. That is a land. Gratuitous violence. Pass. I am a soft boy. I'm a soft boy who must be treated gently. So now we will find a friend to raid. Oh, we do have to do a payout. Thank you, Tannerst. Big victory. Massive victory. Then who are we following that is live today? Beard Princess is doing Hole Inspector, so we will inspect their hole. The raid message is the indestructible Justin rant. As per usual, you can pull that up with exclamation point Voltron. We will be live again tomorrow at noon, streaming some deck roasts. I hope to see you all there. Thank you all for coming today. Thank you for the follows, the subs, the cheers. I appreciate every last one of you. And please remember to stay toxic. YouTube, that's going to be it for us today, but I will be